What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Today, I want to talk about a disturbing trend that I am seeing in the Black community, and I'm not sure if a lot of you guys have noticed, but I think it's getting out of hand, and I think it's time for us to course correct. And the issue that I'm seeing is the normalization of Black men disrespecting Black women. It's just normal now, right? And I'm a Pan-African, right? And as a Pan-African, I'm supposed to be trying to unite the different African people, all over the world, right? No matter where you come from. And the thing is, the foundation of that is the relationship between the man and the woman, right? If the Black man and the Black woman are not on par with each other, then none of this is going to work. And what I'm starting to see is that, especially in America, where Black men are kind of taking on the sentiment of the white man as the white man disrespects the Black woman. See, the white man disrespects the white woman because the white woman and the white man have been at odds since their inception. And of course, we have this radical feminism, right, in the female community and in the women community in America, and some of the Black women have taken on that cause. They've been tricked into taking on thinking that it's feminine for everybody, when we all know that it was just white women using Black women's power to empower white women, right? But then when it comes to reap the fruits of that all that labor, only white women seem to benefit, right? And the reaction to that, is Black men are starting to just openly disrespect Black women using the same talking points as white men who disrespect Black women. Now, I've said this before in many of my videos. If y'all been following me, y'all know how I feel about this. The Black woman is not masculine. In real life, the Black woman is not masculine. The Black woman is a strong female presence. The Black woman has the strongest and most powerful female presence. And I think what has happened is, now I'm not saying that the Black woman has not been manipulated to hurt the Black man. Of course, welfare has gave women artificial powers to disenfranchise the Black man. But in the real world, the welfare has empowered many different types of women to disrespect their men. Just like there are men, Black men, who has to deal with child support issues and things like that, because a woman can go to Big Brother, the government, and get all this free stuff, free housing, and now they feel empowered and independent. They don't need a man, and now they can financially lock a man up, through child support. Same thing's happening in the white community. There are more white men being hit up on child support by their white empowered women. Spanish men are getting dealt the same way by their women being empowered by the same systems. So even though these systems were built to destroy us and to break us up, it's also destroying everybody else. You see, racism doesn't just hurt Black people. Racism hurts everybody that's not rich, because racism is a tool used for the classist top elite to keep the people at the bottom divided and fighting each other so that we don't concentrate on them at the top, right? But what I'm starting to notice is the rhetoric that comes out of the conservative white movement, the white movement, right? White men have always been intimidated by Black women. White men have always been intimidated by Black women because the Black woman's feminine power, right? The West African, I'm gonna be real specific. The West African Black woman, the West, Southern African, Central African Black woman, feminine power. East African women are strong too, but I'm talking about in America, and that's mostly West African, Central African women that have to deal that are being affected. They are the feminine power of the Black woman is so powerful, right? It can be misconstrued or misidentified as masculine. And the Black man, our masculinity is so powerful that all other men cannot measure up to our masculinity, so they make it their business to demasculate us or emasculate us, right? So as the Black man is being steadily emasculated, demasculated in the media and in society. That's why we always call boy. That's why they always try to put us in dresses. That's why we always got to have the safe Negro, the safe black guy. You know, the one that when a white person sees, they don't feel like that person's going to beat them up. That person's going to take their woman. That's why in history, whenever other races dealt with black people and they had the opportunity, they would take away our manhood or make sure that the manhood, our representation, the thing that makes us most powerful, make sure it doesn't affect them because they don't want to compete with that. But that's natural, right? I expect that from them because they're intimidated by it, so they do what they got to do as men to try to, keep their women from being attracted to us, right? They do it all the time. But one thing in the media white men like to do, because their masculinity is equal to our women's femininity. You understand? That's their level of the height of Europeans' masculinity. The most masculine white person. That energy is equal to the African woman's feminine power. You understand? That's why you notice, you see white men, they have no problems going toe to toe, one-on-one with a black woman. No problems. Anytime they get an opportunity, they will go toe to toe. Just give them an excuse. They will fight a black woman because they see them as their equal. You understand? Asian men, same thing. You know their masculinities is down there too. They'll fight, go toe to toe with a black woman, right? Spanish men, right? And I'm talking about the Indian Spanish men, the white Spanish men. Because Spanish is you gotta be more specific with them because they ain't nothing. You got white Spanish, black Spanish, native Spanish, mixed black, white, Indian Spanish, mixed black, white, Indian Spanish. It's the same thing as American. They're just speaking Spanish. It's another European language. Keep in mind, Spanish is a white language, just like English. Same thing, right? So they'll fight a black woman because naturally their masculinity only measures up to the average black woman's feminine power, right? That's how powerful the black woman is, right? And all the other females or all the other groups, their feminine power don't come close to the African's feminine power. Right? And the reason why the African woman's feminine power is so powerful, so strong, so potent is because it is the weaker but complementary side to the overwhelming dominant masculine testosterone-filled mega masculine power of the black man that all other races are afraid of. That's why we have to make ourselves safe around them. That's why we always gotta whistle while we work. That's why we're always humming when we go past white people, because make sure that they know that we're safe. We're not going to beat them up because we just don't want to deal with their scarcity, how they act. Y'all know what I mean, right? That's why we always smiling all the time. We have to do things to make other groups of men feel safe around us because they think they were all the Hulk. And I mean, look at all the sports. I mean, it's true, we do dominate. We're the physically dominant species on the planet. If you take these guns away, right? That's why white people need them guns, because they don't want to be in a world where when it was man on man, imano imano. They don't, because it didn't work out for them the last time, right? But what I'm seeing is there's a lot of men, black men now, right? And these black men are starting to say the same things as the white men, right? And anytime we have black women who have always been in the forefront of revolution in Africa, against the Persians, against the Romans, against the Greeks. We didn't have to do much against the Greeks because the Greeks worshipped us, you know what I'm saying, until later on, things got different, got weird, things changed, whatever. But throughout our history, the black woman has always been strong and powerful. And the black woman has always been backed by even more stronger, even more powerful black man. And we never had insecurities about it. We always knew our black woman was strong, right? But it seems that the black man has forgotten how strong they are because of the, I guess you would say, 500 years of emasculation from all the other groups that it behooves them for their survival to emasculate such a massively masculine figure of the black man, right? So it has taken its toll. So we got to the point to where some of these black men have no idea how powerful they are. They don't understand their masculinity and their strength, and that their masculinity is far beyond those other groups' masculinities, and that we don't need to measure ourselves up and our women up, the same way they measure themselves up, right? Because we know a white man, an Asian man, a little Spanish man will go fight a black woman toe to toe, but they're not messing with us. They're gonna shoot us, but they will go toe to toe with them. They need a gang of them to even think about beating us up, and even in that case, still 3, 4, 5 of them gonna get their ass whipped anyway. Maybe all of them still, and we see it. It's evident. It's not something I'm making up. It's not hyperbole. It's just the truth. right? But what I don't like is I'm seeing all these social media black guys who claim to be pro-black. They claim to be pro-African, you know, but they take every opportunity to disrespect, attack a black woman of power. It almost feels like they seem intimidated. And I don't like it because they are doing the white man's job for them, right? Right now, we have a lady named Fannie Willis, right? She is now prosecuting Donald Trump, holding him accountable. This woman is going to go down in history, along with other black women and black men that's holding a rich, white, Germanic barbarian accountable for the things that he has done, right? But because this is a black woman, her womanhood is being attacked, her sexuality is being attacked, her femininity is being attacked, all by people who actually don't know anything. All by people who are just following the YouTube algorithm. All by people who just want likes, clicks, and shares, and they want revenue. They have no problem attacking that black woman who's fighting, and a very accomplished black woman. No one would ever question a man if he had relations with a coworker. No one would ever question that. But because this woman had relations with a coworker, all of a sudden her integrity is being questioned. But what people don't know is there are a lot of lawyers who are married to other lawyers, who have girlfriends as other lawyers, and they work together. It happens all the time. This is actually not anything new. And if anybody knew anything about the judicial system and how things work and how the environment is, you would know that the only reason this is happening is because Donald Trump is throwing everything he can at this case so he can survive. And just like a white man who disrespects women on a daily basis, we're talking about a rapist. We're talking about a guy who was convicted. All right, even though it wasn't a criminal case, it was a non-criminal case. But he got convicted. He has to pay $85 million to the woman. You understand? He still is a convicted woman sexual abuser. He's known for disrespecting women, have no respect for women. He's known for that. He's known for talking sexually about his own daughter. Yet, you got people out there defending him. This person is being held accountable by a woman, and you got all these black guys out there making videos talking shit about her. They don't even know the case. They're just creating false narratives based off what they're assuming is happening, based off what some other person making a video is assuming is happening, without even waiting for the actual case to be done and to hear what the results are. And this is just one example. Every black woman of power is disrespected nowadays by other black men who say they want unity, they want black empowerment. Every one of them. And it's sickening because it's like, how can you call yourself a leader? How can you call yourself a Pan-African? How can you call yourself any type of pro-black when you have no problem at all disrespecting black women, belittling your black woman in front of white men, in front of Asian men, in front of Spanish women? You don't even see most white, you only see the boldest of white men who have put their racism out front talking shit about black women. You only see the boldest of Asian men, and they barely saying anything about a black woman, even if they have their own thoughts. But these black men are proud to come on the internet and shit on black women in front of the world. They have no tact at all. They have no situational awareness about who's watching them, about how they're reinforcing the stereotypes white people have placed on our women, strong black women. Our women didn't become strong and black simply because of slavery. Our women were always strong and black. Now, if you come to Africa, West Africa, when I say come home, I say come home. Come to where your ancestors were taken from, and see how the women are here. They're feminine, but they're also strong. They're feminine, but they're very powerful, and that's how the black woman has always been. Transatlantic slave trade was just another situation in which the black woman had to be strong when the black man and his masculinity was being challenged. When the black man was under attack, the black woman has always been there. We have the best women in the world. We have the strongest, most beautiful, best exotic women in the world. They are the standard. Yet, these so-called pro-black Pan-Africans, they have no problem 2, 3, 4 hours disrespecting black women on a continuous basis. And it's not just Fannie Willis, it's various other black women. Various other black women. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a total shame that these black men are out here campaigning to disrespect black women. Yet they ain't got no smoke for the white people. I don't see enough of these pro-black people going after the actual enemy. They beat around the bush. They talk out the side of their necks a little bit, because they're afraid to talk about the white man. They're afraid because they know if they do that, maybe the white man will retaliate against them. Maybe they're not really about that life. But when it comes to the black woman, she all sorts of bitches, hoes, sluts, welfare queen. She all that. But you won't hear none of them say that about the white woman. You won't hear none of them tell a white man about themselves. But they ain't got no problems talking about somebody that could be their mother, that can be their sister, that can be their daughter. They ain't got no problems. All right? When a black woman is fighting for injustice in a system that's unjust, they jump right there. It's like they jump on it. I don't get it. It don't make any sense to me. And there's way too many of them. That's why I separate myself from a lot of these jokers. Because they're not serious. They're not serious. They take the easy target. And it's a shame that in the age of information, when we're trying to really unify, we're doing it. Like it's really happening. Despite these little people on the internet talking their shit, in the real world, black men and black women are elevating themselves. We are elevating ourselves, slowly but surely. We take a few steps forward, we take a few steps back. That's just how it works. That's how progress works. Progress is not a smooth, continuous movement upwards. All right, it goes like this. Sometimes it goes like that. But it goes long, the trend is up. And that's what's happening. But the thing is, one day, this whole situation that's happening, you maybe not think it's a big deal while everybody's like, Trump 2024, everybody who says that, you guys are all on the wrong side of history. You think it's cool and fashionable now. I really want to see how many of you guys are going to be like that after it's all over with. I want to see how cool it is when you don't have a charismatic, retarded TV personality mascot, to attach yourself to, when it's down to policy and boring politicians. I want to see how you guys jump on the fake conservative bandwagon of bashing black women, because that's what the conservatives do. They bash black women because they are intimidated black women. Because black women, they've never forgot. For the most part, there's some of them who have forgotten who they are. There's some of them who have forgotten, about, their positions in life. But for the most part, most of them are on the right side of history. And it's a good thing that these women are on the right side of history when the black man loses his freaking mind about where he's supposed to be doing, where his stances are when it comes to this fight against the people that oppress us. So all I wanted to tell you black women out there, despite those guys on the internet that, talk shit about black women but say they're for black power, apparently they're only for black male power. That's all they care about. They don't actually care about the black family, the black unit, the black diaspora. They don't care about that. They only care about the black man, just like the white man only cares about who? The white man. That's a white trait. Only caring about them individual selves and what somebody can do for them. They want servants and shit. They want all women to be servants. Shut up, cook, don't say nothing, and serve the black man. That's not how it works. It's give and take. It's a balance, right? So you have women, you want women to do all these things for you? Well, you got to do something for them. And it's time for the black man to become the protector that he used to be. It's time for the black man to protect and honor his woman like we used to do. It's time for the black man, if he has a problem with his black woman, guess what? He deal with that shit offline. Stop giving these people all this ammunition. Stop giving white people and Asian people an opportunity to say, see, the black men are even saying it, so it must be true. It's like you guys don't know anything about social engineering, how to engineer and manifest what you want. Because this the way y'all going about it, it's not going to manifest. If you don't respect your black woman, nobody's going to respect you. You see, the white man can disrespect the white woman. If you go ahead and start disrespecting that white woman, watch what that white man do. You see, the Asian man can disrespect his Asian woman. But you go ahead and start disrespecting that Asian woman and watch what that Asian man going to do. Huh? That's how it works. But yet, everybody can disrespect the black woman. Well, why the hell should the black woman be on your black ass side anyway? And you complaining why they trying to divest or go left, right, and center. Because they turn around, they don't see their so-called strong black man backing them up, no matter what. Women are women. Sometimes they say shit that's wrong. All women do that shit. But as a black man, you're supposed to back him up any motherfucking way. Or at least don't say nothing. Sometimes you should just not say anything instead of saying something. Keep your damn mouth shut for the sake of your black woman. And then watch how your black woman galvanize next to you and fight for you. Because that's all they've been doing, unappreciated by many black men. by many black women just because some black women have taken advantage or fell for the system, just like many women have fell for the system in the West that keep a lot of men down, not just black men down. You know. Anyway, that was just something I had on my mind. I'm not talking about anyone particular. I think everybody who watches me, I'm pretty sure you can look on Black YouTube and see who I'm talking about, because it's self-evident that they do this on a constant basis. And it's getting old. It's getting real old, man. I'm tired of it. All right? Anyway, that's all I got to say. Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out.